In 1848, a wave of revolutionary fervor swept across Europe, igniting the Year of Revolutions, a historic series of upheavals that challenged entrenched monarchies and demanded dramatic political and social reforms. This era marked a turning point, as populations across various nations rose against the autocratic rule of the aging Habsburg Empire. The most intense resistance emerged in Hungary and northern Italy, where nationalists sought either greater autonomy or outright independence. Amidst this backdrop of chaos and calls for change, Emperor Ferdinand of Austria abdicated due to incompetence, paving the way for his 18-year-old nephew, Franz Joseph, to ascend the throne. The young emperor would face immediate challenges to his rule, overseeing a reign that would stretch tumultuously until his death in 1916, amidst the throes of World War I. Under Franz Joseph, the Habsburg response to the revolts was marked by brutal suppression, particularly managed by one of his most formidable and feared generals, Julius Haynau. General Julius Haynau, an experienced military leader whose career began in the Napoleonic Wars, was known for his stern discipline and ruthless tactics. In Hungary, with the support of Russian troops, Haynau crushed the revolutionary forces with a ferocity that earned him a fearsome reputation. His methods included the mass hangings of surrendered Hungarian generals and the flogging of women who sympathized with the revolutionary cause, acts that earned him the epithet, the Habsburg Tiger. However, it was in northern Italy, particularly following the suppression of a revolt in Brescia in April 1849, that Haynau's brutality reached its zenith. Following the quelling of the rebellion, he ordered executions, shootings, and floggings, solidifying his infamy as the Butcher of Brescia. Upon retiring from active military service, Haynau decided to undertake a tour of Western Europe in 1850, a decision that would lead to a memorable and dramatic event during his visit to London. Unaware, or perhaps underestimating the extent of his notoriety, he visited the Barclay and Perkins Brewery on September 4, 1850. The brewery, a state-of-the-art facility and a popular attraction for notable visitors, seemed a neutral venue. However, his visit turned tumultuous when his identity was recognized by the workers there. Prints of Haynau, particularly those depicting his cruel treatment of civilians, had circulated widely, and the brewery workers were quick to identify the despised general. Infuriated by his presence, they spontaneously attacked him with whatever was at hand: hay, horse droppings, and eventually fists and torn clothing. The workers chased Haynau through the streets, an impromptu mob of hundreds growing as word of his identity spread. The chase ended with Haynau seeking refuge in the George Inn, where he tried to hide in a coal cellar and then a bedroom, only to be found and further humiliated. This incident, which saw Haynau fleeing in disgrace from a furious crowd, was not just a moment of retribution, but also a stark illustration of the lingering anger over the suppressions of 1848. It resonated deeply with the public and became a symbol of the power of collective disdain against tyranny. The incident was celebrated in popular culture and poetry, with verses commemorating the drayman's defiance and the humbling of a tyrant. The repercussions of this event extended into the diplomatic arena. Queen Victoria was incensed by the treatment of a former Austrian general on British soil and demanded that the government issue an apology to Austria. However, Lord Palmerston, the Foreign Secretary, while officially regretting the incident, subtly conveyed his personal satisfaction and suggested that Haynau's provocative history made his visit ill-advised. His diplomatic dispatch tactfully hinted that prosecuting the brewery workers would only highlight Haynau's own atrocities more prominently. This stance ultimately prevailed, and no apology of the kind Victoria desired was forthcoming. Palmerston's handling of the incident would bolster his political standing, leading to his eventual premiership. General Haynau's legacy, marred by his oppressive actions and the public retribution he faced, serves as a potent reminder of the era's tensions and the profound impact of public sentiment in shaping historical narratives. His story, culminating in his disgrace in London, underscores the broader themes of resistance and retribution that characterized the revolutionary period of the mid-19th century. What did you think of General Haynau's dramatic downfall? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if there's another historical humiliation you'd like to learn about, let us know which one. We might just cover it in our next video.